DORA, the Digital Operational Resilience Act, is the new European regulation created to ensure financial services providers develop and maintain a robust defence against ever-changing threats to their IT capabilities. Fabio Colombo is Global Financial Services Security Lead for Accenture. He joins me down the line. Fabio, earlier this week we published an article you wrote exploring DORA, and I want to dive deeper into a few of the topics you discussed there, starting with the fact that this regulation is fundamentally different from those that came before.
Yeah, the idea is that the regulation is a principle-based regulation. So it's not setting any specific technical requirements, but it sets the principles that you need to follow. So if you think how fast is evolving technology with GenAI or post-quantum cryptography, these are topics that you need to manage in your risk universe and your risk framework. So you need to stay at pace with what's happening. You cannot rely on a standardized list of threats. Threats need to be evaluated each year, each quarter, to be sure that you're managing correctly your perimeter. So you need to have a good framework to manage the risk that starts by identifying the threats, analyzing these threats, analyzing what countermeasures you have, defining the risk appetite framework that you need to use and the level that you want to achieve. And you need to follow this in circle. In this way, you can stay at pace with the new threats and new technologies by having a good life cycle of your risk management.
Now, obviously, financial institutions aren't new to managing technology risks, but this does change the framework. It changes the model for them to do that.
Yeah, financial services providers, they have already a set of regulation that set a good starting point, but DORA aims to bring this as a full exercise that you need to put in place every year, every quarter, to stay in line with what's happening. Financial institutions are one of the most critical infrastructure. So DORA sits in the wide NIS2 directive and sets the requirement for the financial institution. By doing that, this will enable faster and safe digitalization of the entire financial area without letting the threats coming from geopolitical tension, increased level of cyber activists, increased level of cyber threats, without having this impacting our financial institution.
Now, more of the detail on DORA is still being published. First of all, can you tell me about these publications? Who are they for? What can you learn from them? And second, isn't this putting a lot of time pressure on? The deadline for compliance is January 2025.
Yeah, deadline now is 1 year from now, so really close. If you think about budget, to put in place anything, you have only one budget cycle. RTS and ITS are definition that came more in detail on what you need to do. The first batch has been published some months ago. The second one has been published in December in consultation. So my suggestion is please take a very detailed look to the RTS. When we analyze the RTS compared to the DORA regulation, I think that the RTS set a good ambition in terms of how you need to raise your posture and your maturity.
Thanks for watching. Click now to find out how DORA will impact businesses that provide ICT services to financial institutions, or what DORA means for board members and CEOs. And please subscribe for the latest international business insights from worldfinance.com.